Capricorn, welcome to SunshineSwan Intuition. My name is Kyliann and I'm going to be doing your 2023 summer prediction reading. This will be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising, and also any cross watchers that are interested or crushing on a Capricorn. So what I would like to do for you today, Capricorn, is we'll pull some cards for your current energies so we can connect and see if this reading is meant for you, if it resonates, and then we will pull some cards to see what is in store for you this summer. And then we are going to do some, we'll say, little clarifiers from your subconscious, messages that your subconscious would like to communicate with you, that you feel that you would like to tell yourself that you have not been listening to, which I get the sense, as I've already been tapping in for the past hour or so to Capricorn energies, that is probably your main theme, is to start listening to yourself more and indulging those feelings that you get more often. So before we get into the cards though, I would like to share a couple things that I have written down that I feel are important. So for Capricorns, the very first thing that I heard was a quote. Somebody said it very sternly. The voice was very stern, and it said, "What's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours." And then it said, distinguishing territories. So I get this sort of energy of you maybe needing to set more clear boundaries with people, potentially at work situations, in your love relationships, in your familial relationships, even friend groups. Just in general, maybe having a more, for this scenario, having a bit more of a black and white outlook, and just dealing with really standing up. It's not even standing up for yourself, but it's just letting people know where you stand and what you are willing to do and where you're willing to meet them. And if they can't, then that's on them, and because you have clearly communicated that this is how far I can go and this is what I can do. I also saw the Sun card pop up, which is happiness, it's joy, it's also summertime. You know, it's a very yellow card, and it has on the Rider-Waite-Smith depiction, it has a androgynous child riding on the back of a horse. To me, that is just pure and simple being exactly you and who you are, and riding on that horse towards your freedom, towards your victory, towards your happiness. And that's what I am hearing to encourage you to do more often. And that means focusing more on yourself and taking stock and taking accountability of like what you can actually give to a situation without wearing yourself out, wearing yourself down, giving too much. And then because what happens when you give too much and then other people start expecting that, you know, that like, oh, Capricorn is over giving, but it just looks like to everybody else that you're just giving, and they don't recognize that it's draining you. And then Capricorn, I'm feeling like you might subconsciously start to build a sort of resentment towards those people that don't recognize that, but it's just because you haven't clarified within yourself what your boundary is and then spoken it verbally out loud to other people to let them know. So that is my advice. Something very important. I heard there's a book called The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, and I was very curious as to why this book popped up. I have read it many times, but there was something I think more about Khalil than anything, and I did look him up, and he is a Capricorn. I did not know that, as he was born January 6th. So there is something I think interesting. You know, I suggest reading the book, even if you just pick it up and that book is kind of interesting. I mean, I do this with all books, but that book in particular, you can kind of open to any page and read an excerpt from it and pull what you need to from it. But basically, in summary, what that book represents is life is an experience. It's an array of good and bad and the other. But then once you get to the end of the life experience, or, you know, specific life experience chapter within the life, you realize that it wasn't good or bad. And even when you went through the pain, after you got through it, it's like you have this sort of, you look back at it and you have this introspection, like, it was painful in that moment, but it's not right now. So was it ever painful? And that's not taking away the, you know, the struggle and the strife. And I feel like Capricorns love to put themselves through the ringer with things and just go hard all the time. And they like that recognition of doing that because it's their way or the highway. And I commend Capricorns for that. Because nothing's going to stop them. But I think what would stop a Capricorn is not recognizing that you've overstretched or you've overworked yourself. And so that is what I feel like the advice is going to. I think that's what's going to come out in the cards. I also really think that Sun card is going to pop out. I'm saying it now. And if it does, then we know that Kyliann is on point today. Yes, so the next thing was quench your thirst this summer. Engage in new endeavors. Splash out on that $100 bottle of wine that you've been wanting to at your favorite restaurant. Go to your favorite restaurant. Make it a weekly thing. You know, or I kind of even saw like you have a special bottle of wine already on your own shelf and you've been saving it for a special occasion. Well, you can make a special occasion just to open the bottle of wine. Like, that can be the special occasion. And I'm feeling that Capricorns this summer indulge and quench your thirst for the expensive wine. You don't have to do anything like go on major vacation. I mean, you can if you want to. I always encourage people to. And you can manifest it as well. Well, you do. You always manifest things that come into your reality in your realm. But I'm really just feeling it's more about Capricorn this summer. It's more about the little things and indulging those fantasies, the creative thoughts that just kind of happen upon you. If you feel like, I don't know, taking a trip to the coast for 2 weekends in a row, 3 weeks, just go. It will all be for your benefit and you will feel so good. And once you do it, you're going to be like, I'm so glad that I did that. And thank you to myself. Thank you, Capricorn. The very last thing is when you, and I wrote this down and I circled it, and it's kind of just journal advice, but when you are acting, when you have put yourself in a position where you're not optimally operating, and in this instance, when you're working past your own capacity, out of your own capacity, and you're running yourself ragged, you are then subconsciously and internally, you're like clawing at yourself, like to get yourself out. And so you become in the midst of, you know, whether it's at work or it's at home, because you're not taking care of yourself, it's bleeding over into your relationships and the way that you're coming across. And it actually, Capricorns, to me, it has, like everything that Capricorns do, has nothing to do with anybody else. It actually has everything to do with you. So number one, take accountability that it's you and your energy and that you are the one running yourself ragged and that it's not everybody else not doing their job. And just be careful that you're not rubbing people the wrong way because you are not taking care of yourself and you're feeling that, like I said at the beginning, you're kind of feeling that resentment because it's not really towards anybody else, it's towards yourself. And like I said, I will cap that off with that is general advice that I give to everybody who, you know, in my life, my friends and my family and my loved ones who I feel and are I'm recognizing that they're not filling up their cup enough for everything that they're trying to accomplish. you have to fill up your own cup before you can continue to fill up other people's cups. And it'll just make your life easier, Capricorn. That's all I'm trying to say. And to everybody else, you cross watchers as well. All right. Take a sip of my yerba mate. Not sponsored, but manifesting. Okay, we are going to use the beautiful Star Tarot. And right now we are going to pull a couple of cards for, oh, the Empress was on the top and it was flipped upside down, or right side up. Okay, for Capricorns, we're going to pull some, I can't make it up, I can't make it up, I can't make it up. You guys, I cannot, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see the yellow? I cannot make it up. I told you, I knew it. I did not even, I love when that happens. Thank you, universe. I love when that happens. Okay. All right. Mama's on it. Mama's juice. All right, Capricorns, you're kind of making me sweat. You guys are intense. Okay. Can you tell I have no Capricorn in my chart and I'm like, my relationships with Capricorns are always interesting. I never know. I never, ever, ever know where I stand with Capricorns. And I think you guys like it that way. I think you guys are a little bit like, take it or leave it. And I'm like, take what, leave what? Okay, main energies. Currently, to see if this reading will resonate with you. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, current energies. Current energies for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Temperance, the Star. Ooh, I like that. The Hierophant and the Eight of Swords, and there was a flipper. Hold on one second. I saw it at the beginning, and I think it was the Magician. Yep, here we are. Okay. So, we have 3 major arcana. We have the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Star. To me, that is a whole lot of power. Look at that. Ooh! That's a whole lot of power, Capricorn, and it does not surprise me. Oh, and Temperance. We have 4 major arcana. To me, that's like, you guys, I feel like you guys know how to be patient, which is good, because sometimes I'm not. Your current energies, I feel like you have a lot of good ideas and you have a lot of energy right now. And you've got this King of Swords and this Queen of Wands, and like, you know what path of action you want to take, and you have all of the passion, you have the desire. I feel like you even have, like, maybe it's the family plans for the vacation. You have everything, like, you have all of your bags labeled, you have all of the kids' stuff packed, you have an itinerary, you want to do this, this, and this. Maybe it's a business idea. You've been working on this for, like, I just heard 5 years, something with the number 5. And also you have the Hierophant here, which to me, for you to have the Hierophant in your current energy, that's you doing the traditional which to me is very Capricorn. It's very traditional, it's very in your own power, in your own authority. You're gonna do it your way or the highway. That is always the quote and like what I associate with Capricorns. The Magician to me tells me, with the Star, to me that means you have what it takes to go the distance. You have what it takes to complete whatever it is right now that you are focused on. And I feel like Capricorns, I feel like out of all of the readings that I've done, I feel like Capricorns are the most focused on one specific thing. Maybe it's making more money, maybe it's making a kid, making a kid. Why does that sound so weird? Hold on. Creating a baby? Having a baby. Making a baby. Okay, maybe that's a little too personal. Just kidding. But to me, it's like you have all of the goods. You have all of the stuff. You've got the magic. You've got the patience with temperance, but you're sticking to your traditions. You're sticking to, like, I just heard, like, what you know works. The star to me is like, in this case scenario, the star is like you're coming into your fame and your fortune, and to me it's illuminated by the rest of these cards. With the King of Swords, that's like, to me it's like master of logic, decision making. He knows exactly what he wants. He is good at executing. He's good at delegating. And with the Queen of Wands, that's creative energy, and that's feminine power. So that's like that unfiltered, raw passion and creativity. And I really am feeling like connected to like business women right now, and it might even be mothers out there. You have a really good idea of how to structure your kids, as like, maybe you're a new mom or you have a lot of littles, and it's starting to feel like it's getting, this is really specific, but it's starting to feel like it's getting chaotic. And that kind of goes back to what I feel like I was saying about boundary setting, is like you're kind of starting to realize like what you can and can't do, and that's okay if you can't do certain things. And that's what's good about learning how to delegate with the King of Swords. To me, I don't know why, but that's just what I'm pulling, is it's tapping into master, executor, decision maker, knowing what to delegate, you know, what time we're gonna go to bed, what time we're gonna eat this, what time, or if it's a vacation, whatever. You also have the Eight of Swords. I just heard like sitting on pins and needles. I feel like you're kind of harshly judging yourself. And it's like you have all of this pent up energy and you have all these good ideas, and you're just like, almost like you're just like sticking pins and needles in your eyes about it. Like you're so wound up about it. And I feel like it's because you're not letting anybody else in to delegate. And you're not, to me, that right there validates what I was saying about being subconsciously, I heard passive aggressive too. You're subconsciously starting to resent people who aren't recognizing that you're at your wit's end or that you're running on fumes. Capricorn, it's okay. Take accountability that you can't do everything, but like, because there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to do everything, Capricorn, but I'm just telling you right now, you can, as long as you learn how to. I think this is getting more into like what's to come, but this is really good energy to me right now. I feel like you guys are on, I just heard, the precipice of a new venture. I think for some of you it's a business venture. For some of you, I think it's just creating more structure in your life. It's making your life more efficient and optimal. I do see a vacation. It's like a water park or something like that, and you're with a bunch of kids. Maybe also you're gonna, I just heard a honk when I was gonna say maybe you're gonna start a daycare, like a summer daycare. I'm seeing a mom with a bunch of kids, and take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. You can also interpret it to apply to, because it's not, nothing is set in stone, and like, so. And it could also be really specific messages for some people that are watching, and I'm just here to validate. Okay. All right, that sounded like you. Let's get into your reading for this summer, and we're gonna pull, the cards are gonna tell me, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, gods and goddesses, and all of that beautiful universal energy, all that you believe in, Capricorn. I really want to take that card, and I don't know why, so I'm going to. It's the Two of Swords, so you've got some choices to make, is what I'm hearing, but I feel like it's like a good thing. It's a good time for introspection right now, and pull yourself out of that Eight of Swords, nitpicking yourself apart, because like it's draining your energy instead of using it to propel you to the things you want to do. Okay. Alrighty, we are going to get some cards for your summer. What is going to happen to Capricorns this summer? Sun, Moon, rising, Capricorns for this summer. Capricorns energy this summer. I feel like there's one more. Is it the end? Maybe not. No, what was that? Okay, that's okay. And the third card at the bottom, because I saw all this bright light. I usually don't do this. Oh my gosh, and you have the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna show you all of these. You got the Three of Wands. Look at that. That's power, that's fire, that's, you are at a moment of, okay, my ships are coming in. What am I gonna do? Which one am I gonna pick? What business partner? What bank am I gonna go get the loan from? What school do I want my kids to go to next year? I don't know, what are the main focuses? Four of Wands, that's structure. It could also be commitment, marriage, union. I think you're just committing to creating and bringing things to fruition, because wands are also fire and creation. And then we have the beautiful Sun, of course. And then we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is emotional completion. It's like, to me, it's like the rainbow after the rainstorm. Like you made it through all of those emotional trials and tribulations and things of that nature. So what popped out of the deck was the Two of Swords, of course. We have the Emperor. That's also being in your divine masculine energy. That's being the executor. That's being the boss. That's, you know what's going on, and don't doubt that is what I'm wanting to tell you. You have the Two of Cups. That is divine soulmate connection. That could also just be you coming into harmony with even yourself and that inner, your higher self, your inner being, your consciousness. You're just coming more into awareness, and you're getting, I can feel it, like a better grasp on reality, but that's not quite it. It's like you're delegating. You're learning how to act more efficiently and operate more optimally, so that everything that you're coming by it's easy and it's done with grace and it's efficient and it's successful. Like, I feel a lot of success. You also have the Ten of Wands, which to me is like you're setting down the burden. You're putting down all of the things that is just not working for you anymore, which is so good. Knight of Cups, new offers coming in emotionally. I also just feel like there's just new opportunities, and that does happen when you come more into alignment with yourself. So I think, honestly, you know, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is mastery of, you know, manifestation. It's mastery of career, the material. Pentacles are also earth energy. That's Capricorn energy. This Knight of Cups, though, is just really standing out to me, and I feel like you're just going to come into more opportunities, and it's going to be all the things that you want because you're focused on what you do want. I've also been telling a lot of the signs to make a list, take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. On one side, write things that serve me in my highest good in your life, things that serve me in my highest good, and on the other side, things that don't serve me in my highest good. When you're done making the list, rip the paper in half, look at all of the things that don't serve you anymore, and either rip it up, throw it in the trash, burn it, bury it, whatever you can do, whatever's gonna make you feel like you're surrendering all those things that no longer serve you. And to me, when you do that, you're just clearing the space for this Knight of Cups to come in. That's how I feel. And you have the Sun, you have the Three Wands of creation, you have the Four of Wands, which is it's stability, it's structure. I just feel like you're coming into it. You're coming into the era of success. Just stay the course, stay focused, balance. Yeah, I think it's pretty straight to the point, Capricorn. I think you guys are on it. I just think you need to focus. Maybe, you know, yeah, do that list. Find out what's working and what's not. 10 of Pentacles fell out. That's the everything card. That's leaving a legacy. That's probably what you're doing. I feel like you're at the beginning of it. That's what I was saying about you're at the precipice of creating your legacy, of creating your family, of creating your career, starting a business, starting a family. Family traditions even is what I'm kind of getting, maybe with the water bird thing. It's like a family tradition. It's a family vacation. Okay. We are going to tap into your subconscious to see what it would like to tell you, what you would like to tell yourself. 3 of Cups. That is a celebration. Also, though, I'm feeling like not third party, but there's a lot of people involved. I think Capricorns also are very social, so there's always like a lot of people around. So make it a celebration instead of making it about worrying if their cup is full. When you buy that $100 bottle of wine, fill your cup up first, Capricorn. That's what I want to tell you. All right, messages from Capricorn's subconscious. What does Capricorn want to tell themselves? What does Capricorn want to tell themselves? Temperance, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles again, 4 of Cups. Fill up your cup first. Fill up your cup first. Look how beautiful. She has the 2 cranes. She's sitting under that big, huge cup that she filled up herself, and it's water falling into the 3 other cups. Your children, your husbands, your wives, your friends, other family members, people at work. Temperance. Stay patient, stay the course. I know you are. I can feel that in your current energies. Capricorns, you're very good at like staying steadily the course. 5 of Cups. Stop focusing on what is lost. In the 5 of Cups, the person is too busy looking at the 3 cups that have spilled and is not recognizing that there's still 2 cups remaining. And in this beautiful card, there's a rainbow with butterflies that are connecting the 2 cards, and that's what you need to focus on. Find the gratitude of what you still do have and what does work. 10 of Pentacles again. This is the everything card. This is the legacy card. This is the family, the career, the house, making it a home, leaving behind, you know, it's kind of reputation, which I think maybe, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but Capricorns, I feel like your reputation is very important to you, and that's not in a bad way. It's actually, you know, it's good because you're cognizant of how you're presenting and what you're putting out there, and maybe that's what that's saying is when you're running yourself ragged and people are looking at you like, I know she or he can't, or they can't handle this right now, you need to start giving to yourself. And also when you do that, you're setting an example to like all the people that you love, that you want to see them do that. You know, mothers, your children are so absorbent and you don't even realize, but you know, if you treat yourself with kindness, even when you think that they're not looking and you're just doing it by nature, your children are gonna grow up to do the same thing. Fathers, the same thing, but mothers especially. I just feel really connected to mothers in this reading. I don't know why. 3 of Cups. Celebrate yourself. Your subconscious, your inner being wants to tell you to celebrate yourself. Do it. I don't know why, but I want to see what this card is. 6 of Cups. Nostalgia, family, all that beautiful stuff. All right, one final card. We are going to pull the Oracle of the Roses, and it's going to tie off the reading, bring it all together. I really channeled. I can't even remember what I've been talking about for the last like 15 minutes. No way. No way. The Mother. Caps, I'm really on with this reading, and I have felt like it was very straight to the point. And I was channeling really hard because I don't remember what I've been saying for the past 15 minutes. After I like shut off the camera and I start to wind down and I like start to come back and shift my consciousness and like the focus of it, then I'll probably remember. And when I watch back the videos, then I'll be like, wow, that sounds really good. I should take that advice. I should take my own advice. Okay, of course. It's just so beautiful. I love the universe. The mother. Old blush rose. You are being asked to deepen your faith and beliefs, to look back at where you came from and strengthen connections with the place you began, to mend what needs mending, and even to create new connections. No past can truly be completely left behind. Take some additional self-care and self-love opportunities. Something remains, and it must be healed or absorbed in some way. The mother nurtures without condition and loves without question. They know that no one is beyond the healing strength that comes from being earthly or divinely mothered. And you can be, and you are, your own mother. You have, and even before you become a mother, females, divine feminine energies. Even the masculine. But this reading obviously is very connected to mothers and divine female energy, feminine energy. To me, I feel like you need to mother yourself, like the way that you would mother your children, the way that you would take care of them, or even take care of your friends if you're the mom in the group. Or if the way that you do business, you're very sentimental, you're very, heartfelt, everything, you do intentionally and it comes from the heart, you're very giving. Do all that stuff for yourself, and then it just creates more abundance and more capacity to offer that to others. Because if you're wanting to offer that, if that's your intention, if that's your purpose, if that's just who you want to be, what you want to do is be that for others, then to create more of that and more room, and to have more people that you take care of yourself first. This is kind of Virgo's reading a little bit, but I think just earth signs, I think all earth signs just really take care of yourself, because, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, all that stuff. Okay. Capricorn, your question for exploration is, and it's very important, describe what unconditional love means to you. Meanings and uses: compassion, love, persistence, patience, and strength. You got that Temperance card like 2 or 3 times. Deities: Gaia, Isis, Terra Mater. To me, it's a perfect summary. I still can't believe, I don't know. I just love when that happens. Like, stuff like that happens to me all the time, where, I'll intuitively feel something or see something, and then it's kind of like a quick passing thought or sensation, but then it just keeps repeating in nature, and it's just like, it's validating, and it's still, I get so excited, and I'm so grateful that I'm aware enough and grateful enough to constantly just pick up those things and notice, because it's like this constant, I can feel this constant universal motherly love that the universe is kind of always winking at me, or that I always feel protected, and I always feel guided to do the right thing, and all I have to do is genuinely be myself, act from my heart. Exactly what your question was, what does unconditional love and feel like to you? And I give that to myself, I give that to everyone. I act, with integrity, and I act from my heart. And I think, Capricorn, the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm feeling that whoever I'm connected to in this reading, whoever's gonna watch this, I know you are too. And it's really beautiful, and we don't do it for it in return. That's not what that's the point. Unconditional love is, I'm gonna do it no matter what. And so I think that was my point, was, Capricorns, you're gonna do all of these incredible things no matter what. Just give yourself that $100 bottle of wine and a night off, because everything is gonna take care of itself. You're a hard worker, you're a smart worker, you obviously know exactly what you're doing, so there is no need to freak out, overthink, panic, you know, set your intentions and your desires, give it out to the universe, and then just let it come right back to you. Open your arms and your heart and know that it is yours by divine right, all of those things that you desire, and they will be provided. And don't put any stipulations or expectations on any of it, because it will come exactly the way that you are meant to receive it. And it comes divinely. So Capricorns, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. I am going to link my PayPal in the description if you would like to tip or donate if you liked my reading. Yeah. All right. Beautiful, strong, independent, motherly Capricorns. I will see you next time for your next reading, and until then.